Well, here we are back in the cover crop trial. It's the end of February, 27th of February, and we've probably had getting on for 20 odd mil of rain in the last sort of week, 10 days. So we're a little ways from drilling this yet, but just wanted to have a quick look and see how these cover crops have survived over the winter period. There's the mustard there, all died off now, the frost has taken that out, no viable seeds in there, but still standing very well. And then we have the forage rye here. This is the straight forage rye, just starting to green up now, just responding to a bit of day length and some slightly warmer temperatures, which is good. And that'll be just starting to take a bit of nitrogen and capture that. It'll start to take a bit of moisture out now, which is no bad thing, and also put a few more roots down as well. So again, all the time just intercepting this sunshine, turning it into carbon, and those roots hopefully won't be disturbed when we come to direct seed the field. This is the vetch here. Went down very late in the sort of winter, I suppose, really December time, when we had those bit of frost and cold weather. So gone right down. It is still growing, although very slowly. But I think in another week, 10 days, this will just start to look completely different, and see that develop and grow on from there. Here we have the King's soil structure mix, and again, nice and green, just starting to get growing again now, which is great because we'll be wanting to spray this with glyphosate fairly soon. So those active leaves, notice the sizing now, we'll be able to take that glyphosate on and absorb that. Here we have the vetch and rye mix, which is a really, again, something I'm quite interested in. The rye, as you can see, is just starting to get growing. The vetch is just a little bit further behind. Still nice and straight on the ground, so it's been some great soil protection with the heavy rains that we've had just recently. So it's in the field, a nice little barrier, nice little soil armour to protect soil surface. So that looks quite good. And then we move into sort of vetch and black oats. Again, the oats have gone completely like the mustard, been totally killed off by the frost. Again, no viable seeds in here, which is good to see, and that's creating again another nice mat across the surface, and we shouldn't have too much trouble direct seeding into that at all. And then we go into more of the commercially available. This is the soil vitality mix. Really interesting to see here the vetches that are still green, sort of being supported by some of the fodder radishes to actually keep them upright, keep them growing. Great patch there, so that's all the time fixing nitrogen, admittedly very slowly, but it's still doing quite a good job. And there's some oats in the bottom of here, which again starting to elongate and grow, and that all the time adding roots. Here's some Phacelia, and interestingly, some of the Phacelia has been killed off completely. Other bits have survived, and I'm just not quite sure why that is. I think it might just have been a growth stage as to what stage it was at when the frost hit it, whether it's taken it out or not. Lovely day today, lots of birds in here. There's been a few skylarks floating around, probably picking off a few insects which have been overwintering in this sort of habitat. So again, not only are we doing some pretty good things for soil structure, erosion within the field, but also creating a nice habitat for some of the farmland biodiversity, insect protection, pollination in the last autumn, right through into November, which has got to be great for general farmland sort of biodiversity. There's some skylarks. If I just shut up, you might be able to hear them. There's like 4 or 5 skylarks that have just got up off the field there. So yeah, bit of an update. Hopefully we'll be in here drilling spring barley for our Molson Coors growers group in the next 10 days or so would be ideal. We're just going to need a little bit of dry weather before we can get on and start planting. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get on, and stay tuned to see how we